And welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Knit Club Wrestling Happy Hour. I am one half of your host and virtual bartender, Mr. Nick Teodoro. Joining me, as always, my tag team partner in life, my wife, Miss Nicole. Nicole, what are you having?
You guys know me. Some Tito, some orange juice, cranberry juice. Nick telling me what you're drinking in our 3 days for the show.
I'm having my J-Lore 7 Herbs Cabernet, as per usual, as you like to say. Well, I have an Austin theory on who the masked man is. MJF changes the AEW main event scene, and there's chaos in both women's divisions. It's Friday, December 19th, 2025. This is the Knit Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. This 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell him bring another round when he's ready for 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
And welcome back in. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy holidays. This is the last show before Christmas, so we decided to deck the halls.
You know, Nick's season's beating with the Grinch beating up Santa, and I have Jack Skellington wrestling before Christmas, doing an elbow drop to Santa. So we're very festive.
Hashtag festive.
Yeah.
Let's go. But yes, if you are new here, welcome in. Smash the old like and subscribe. If you're a regular, you know we love having you. Nikki, before we get started, what are you thinking for this week? Any overall thoughts?
It's been a busy one, but you've also been a busy little pickle.
I have. This week, unfortunately, there is no Nikki's news. Nikki and I couldn't collectively come up with anything solid, so I'm going to break Nick's news this week. I'm going to break some Nick's news this week, everybody. So, a couple of days ago, I ran into AEW wrestler The Machine, Brian Cage. He came on the show. I ran it solo because Nikki was Dolly Parton in it, working 9 to 5. So, if you want to get a little bit update, you can see the full interview on this channel. I did release that, but he did give us a little bit of an update on his injury status. So let's take you back to what Brian Cage has to say about his injury.
It's going well. So for those who don't know, I've had 3 knee surgeries within the last 8 months. It's been a little bit of rough go, and I'm actually out here in New Jersey. That's why you ran into me with former WCW star Crowbar, rehabbing with him. He had both of his knees actually replaced, and he has his own physical therapist office, and he did his own therapy, and he wrestled like 15 weeks later or something like that, which is insanely ridiculous. He's offered his services and help plenty of times, like even before I even got injured or had any surgeries. I've talked to him several times about it. And whatever. Long story long, I guess. But yeah, so I actually came out here and I've been staying with him, and we've been rehabbing twice a day, every single day for about a couple hours or so each time. So it's been brutal. It's been extremely painful. We got an insane amount of range on my flexion, which I couldn't believe. We've actually had a little bit of a hiccup though, just because we've been doing so much. And I was doing these one like squat deals, which we're guessing that's what aggravated it. But I have something where it's either, I don't know if it's a bursitis kind of situation, or if there's a agitation you can get from actually the implant that's in my knee on my femur bone that's rubbing against it. I'm not really sure, but it just kind of sucks because it's a different type of pain now, and it's kind of hindering some of the continued progress we could be getting. But nevertheless, we're still going there twice a day and handling it. So
Handling business. Looking good with that beard.
I still like the mohawk.
Well, I think
But it doesn't seem to have it, so.
But yeah, no, with Crowbar front of the show, getting his rehabbing twice a day, that's amazing. And these 3 surgeries in 8 months is banana pay.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy to think about that. So
putting in the work.
wishing Brian Cage, now friend of the show, a speedy recovery, and looking forward to seeing what that interview. He tells a lot. He talks a lot about, actually, we talked about the FTW title and how that booking came together or didn't really come together. So real interesting. Got picked up by a couple different networks. So really, really awesome.
And then,
thanks, Steve, in the chat for
pointing that out.
Yeah, pointing that out.
Also, Nick, being the hard-hitting journalist that he is, asking my question. See what Brian Cage thinks about breakfast.
Yes. So yeah, definitely check that out if you get some time later today after the show. But Nikki, that's a good segue to get us into AEW. So let's take a quick little commercial break and move into
this is the AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander, and this is the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
All right, Nikki, your AEW reactions.
We'll save the big end for the end.
Yeah,
But-
as we talked about in the
thing is, we were watching, I was upstairs and you were down here when we were watching AEW. And I think we texted each other, are you watching live? And I was so infuriated at that 8-woman tag. Why the hell is Willow taking that pin?
Yeah,
They just won the titles. You did a celebration, kind of like 2 celebrations, that they won the title. The next time you see her in a match, she gets pinned.
Yeah. It is pretty surprising on that front. I did not expect them.
Yeah, that's why Nina's there to take the pen. I don't understand it. I hate when you have champions come in on non-title matches and then they take the loss.
Well, booking, yeah, and again, like, I get that they need to establish challengers for Willow and Harley, but I think it is a detriment to them if you're trying to build up the tag division. They are one of the few tag teams that committed to this whole tag team division from the start, and let them at least establish some sort of dominance or some sort of culture for the women's tag division there. It just seemed very much one together. And now her challengers are going to be Mercedes Moné and Athena.
Yeah.
Which are just 2 singles stars that they're trying to figure out what to do with. And they push Mercedes towards the world title, seemingly, and Athena towards hopefully being relevant with something because she's talented, but they don't give her any.
Yeah. But also, if you didn't want the Love Bombs to take a pin either, then make it a 10-woman tag and throw a girl in there that can take the pin. They have a deep enough roster. Like with Athena, you could have brought in Billy, and then you could have just thrown in anybody else. They have the whole roster. Like, pick someone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm not. But hold it. But I don't know. It's just really, I say this all the time in this, that like I don't like the champion taking a loss in a non-title match. Like, especially you're first, you're new. That was Pro Wrestling Tees Lightning Special on Fridays. They have a 1-hour thing, and it was like Babes of Wrath, first time ever, blue, blue, blue. So like you're touting this up, and then she fucking lost. I know. Hated that.
Yeah, no, I just think, yeah, when you're trying to build up and establish a tag team division, it's not the greatest way of doing it. And I know they need challengers, but I don't like where it's headed on that. Also, you want to talk about the Continental Classic.
Crap.
Fans' favorite as Mox and Cassidy, Orange Cassidy, get wins in the Continental Classic.
PAC, the bastard, he looks so goddamn good. He just looks so beefy and comes out, and I really do love Fletcher. I think they're having this because he beat Fletcher, right? You made a weird face that I was wrong, and now you're
yes. No, I'm just thinking about all that. Yes.
You made a face, and I was like, no, that's definitely a match I watched.
Yeah.
I think it's gaslighting me. Our own show. As much as I love Fletcher, I would really like PAC to rack up some wins here. And I think Fletcher can take some losses if this is going to be the downfall of the Callis family, maybe coming out of this. Maybe he is. I don't know if he turned him back face or something. But I love PAC getting the win here. They opened with Roddy Mox. You know how much I love him.
I'm surprised that Mox. I thought he was just gonna bottom out. And
I know. What is it going on? Again, it sucks. I love him so much, but I am so sick of this version of him. And when is he gonna take Renee on vacation? And I love Roddy so much. And then you knew he was gonna lose. But it would be interesting because he was supposed to take over he took over for Kyle. Was that supposed to be Kyle Mox again? Or I don't remember the timing of it, or did they rejigger everything once Kyle was ruled out? I don't know how the timing went.
I don't know. I think this whole tournament is just headed towards the breakup and the new rise of Don Callis, like I said, and just getting towards whatever this is going to be, like with Fletcher, Takeshita, if they're both going to be faces. I think Okada stays heel. I think he's way better as a heel. Probably stays with Callis. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where we're headed with all this. It's just I think it's a nice way of getting a lot of people more matches on TV, but it's kind of like, what's that meme of Charlie Day when he's like the murderer? He's like trying to be like a detective. Yeah, like that's just kind of how I feel. Is a lot of it is it's all right. They're collecting points, and wins and losses matter in AEW.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It did when it first started, and I feel like it dipped a little bit, and now we're back.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, a little bit. So the only other thing before we get to the main event, or our main event of the night,
the big thing of the night.
Do you want to talk about, I guess, the Dynamite Diamond Ring battle, which Bandito and Ricochet are the final two? It's just so anticlimactic to me. Like it was just the way, like, even the fans are like, "Oh, this match is over now," and they're like, "The winners," and then you're just staring at each other awkwardly. It's like kiss.
Well,
that's what I'm waiting for.
I think because again, who has the Dynamite Diamond Ring? Who's had it for the last, I believe, 4 years? Is MJF, and then we'll get to it. But it came out earlier, so everyone's just waiting for him to come out and be like a wild card or whatever. I really don't know the rhyme or reason of people coming into the ring, and it cut to like a commercial a lot or the picture, and then all of a sudden people are out. So there really, I feel like, wasn't a rhyme or reason, but we were all waiting for MJF. And then he did it, and then the ending happened, and you're like, so he's done with it? That's his whole entrance. Like, or is there going to be a different one? I don't know. I think they should have.
It's like a similar concept with like the Continental Classic. Like, I'm going to put up my ring every year.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know.
But then it was cool and it was part of his, but clearly then it's not going to be part of his gimmick anymore. So either is it, but like, then you would have to put it on Ricochet because he's the heel. Then it would make sense that he would tote around this ring. Putting it on Bandito means like,
wait, you couldn't put it on a face? You know how you feel about faces and heels, Nikki?
I don't know, but just like, I don't know. Putting it on Bandito, what is that going to do for anybody?
Well,
you're not going to see it on TV.
True. Well, you made a nice segue into it because it is the Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal. Mentioned we do see the return. Nikki, MJF is back.
See, I need to hurt you, cowboy. And I can't think of a better way to do it than not just by taking that title far away from you, but by doing it by beating you and two of your biggest rivals all in one fell swoop. I ain't afraid of you anymore, but I do still hate you. Fire bars, Shane. You really remind me a lot of this famous musician. You guys have a lot in common. You both call yourself moguls. You both rock chains. You both rock way too much baby oil. And you're both dog shit rappers. The name's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, that's right. P. Diddy. My AEW World Championship.
Nikki, MJF has returned. What are your thoughts on MJF?
Woo! Whoa! Boy comes in, new hairline, eviscerates your main event scene. Seabiscuit, Sloppy Joe, Shane, comparing him to P. Diddy and said he liked him twerking it for top dollar. Cracked me up. But basically, just tore into the whole main event scene. And then again, he lost the belt to Joe at World's End. I want to see him win it back at World's End and have next year Swerve and Hangman chase MJF. Because I've missed him on my screen so much. His poor wife's never getting a honeymoon.
Alexa,
No, it's Alicia Tout.
Alicia Tout.
But anyway, Alicia and Renee should go on vacation together. But I don't know. He came back, looks good. I miss him on my screen because again, we haven't seen him all in or all out. Out, right? Is when him and Briscoe. Well, we haven't seen the Briscoe, and I know he's filming the movie.
So to me, yeah. I mean, again, he's such just a megastar, and just like to your point, you kind of forgot about almost everything that was going on in the main event scene when he returned and he cashed in. It just flipped the script on everything that was going on with the world title picture and everything that was going on in AEW. And I was like, I love the storyline of Hangman being champion, but I get why they put it on Joe. I thought it should have been earlier. And now it's like up to a week ago, we were saying, oh, maybe Swerve's the champion. And now it's like all the momentum, I agree with you, is like towards MJF. Like I think the case makes it for itself that MJF should be the person. Yeah, so as people are chiming in.
Well, Reese
is saying, look at her honeymoon and MJF was off Tuesday.
Well, she tweeted because I think she's also obviously she's in and around wrestling. She tweeted, she's like when they got married and he was on Dynamite the next week, she's like, they were supposed to go, and she said something, and now this week he's like, oh, we were supposed to go on honeymoon after you filmed the movie. So I think she's being kayfabe about it, but I think it'd be fun if the two of them. Me, Alicia, and Renee are going on vacation. God damn it. Let me have it.
Yeah, Josh is hoping they don't fumble this comeback. Yeah.
Oh, Josh agreed.
To me, yeah, it's just it's very much one of those. He's just a megastar. And then so I asked the question and I threw it up in the polls: Is the AEW World Title picture just stale without MJF? It's like every time it just gets so bogged down, and like it's not as again he comes back and instantaneously. It's just so much more impactful and entertaining in this, and puts so much more spotlight on not only the title, the company, everything else. Versus, again, I didn't know where they were going with all this and this booking. It's just like, now you're like, all right, give the belt to MJF, and at least he can hold it for X amount of months, 1-3 months, and keep this afloat as you build up a champion. Because there was no plan post Hangman winning the title booking, in my opinion. I think a lot of things were thrown together. So, I don't know. I just throw that question out there to everybody. What do you think, Nikki?
I think stale's a little harsh. But I just feel, again, maybe there wasn't a huge plan or plan change. Again, Strickland thing came back quicker than they realized. I don't know when MJF was supposed to come back. Like, I don't know. Because I wanted Hangman's Run to be so good. And then I don't say that it wasn't, but then it wasn't.
Yeah. No, it's
But I don't think that's a fault of his own. I want to we blame Tony Khan in the booking a little bit that they didn't give him anything. Like he had a really good match with Fletcher, but then we didn't really do anything.
Yeah, but Fletcher was just like everyone knew Fletcher wasn't going to win. So it's like, all right, yeah, you're giving. So what's his next feud? And like Joe had a little bit of like momentum to it, and then nothing happened. As people are chiming in, hey, Chris B, what's going on, man? Chris, we're waiting on you. Call in. I know you start calling in. Go Jets. You know, Jets suck this year. But I don't know.
I just think there is potential to me. There is potential in where you have obviously all the experience that Joe has, and then
Reese made a good point about I guess kind of injuries. Like hard to keep going. Swerve, Hangman, MJF, and Ospreay were out. Yeah. Give 3 to 4, and hopefully Jay White returns. See, Jay White, I like Jay White a lot, but they're not building him right as a main eventer. So to me, he's not a credible main eventer.
Injured so many times. I think it was putting him with the Bang Bang Gang. I do love the Bang Bang Gang. How dare you? They have one of my favorite entrances in wrestling. But I think everyone can't walk in the door and immediately go to the main event scene. So I think putting him with the faction and building it up would have been the way to go with Jay White.
Like Lashley should be in the main event.
Oh,
I know you hate that. Dude. He's over and he should be.
No, he's not. Now he's injured. So you're never to see
like everyone else. But yeah, so the answer to the poll is the AEW title picture still without MJF. 75% says no. There is a minority that agrees with me to some extent. I don't know if I deserve this, but it is a good question to ask. But Nikki, any other AEW reactions, takeaways this week before we?
I think we
moved along.
Hit on everything. I don't know. I think people are like upset about MJF, but I'm here for
it. What's up, Temple? He should be in the main event. Another one of Reese's buddies.
Lashley or Jay White?
In the main event.
Yeah.
Lashley. The main event scene. But I will put a pin in that one for now as we take it over to our Monday Night Raw takeaways. Nikki, let's hear from Uncle Fred.
This is WWE Hall of Famer Fred Ottman, and you're watching Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. Yeah.
Uncle Fred. We love Uncle Fred.
Yeah, all right. So Raw reactions. Let's kick it off because Raw kicked off the absolute right way.
It should have.
Yeah, the right way it should have, with Gunther coming out and cutting a promo to address what happened at Saturday night's main event. And for all you John Cena fans out there, Gunther is just a little bit of a...
I did what I said I would do. I made John Cena give up. And when he gave up, he tapped out like a little bitch. John Cena tapped out like a little bitch.
Nikki, your thoughts on Gunther's promo?
Was here for it. I loved it. This is what we wanted. come in, feed. I feel like he's, like Superman in the sun. He's like Superman and like booze. Like the booze just rejuvenate his soul and like just fills him up. And I feel like he loves this so much. And I love he's like tapped out like a bitch. Loved it. And I him standing on the column table in all black. I just feel like he's that your big daddy. He's your Darth Vader. He looks great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's all you need to do. And like, he knows he's got the heat of the crowd. And if there wasn't more proof, I know we were getting texted like Lisa messages like, or was it Lisa Joho?
Her whole group chat was blowing up.
Basically, like, this was the absolute. I was wrong. This was the absolute right decision of the person to end John Cena's career. Like the way he embraces everything is absolutely perfect. And yeah, it was very short. Didn't need to be when you have heat like that. They're calling it nuclear heat. Yeah.
I think you're missing the best little part. I would because then he goes in the back. The one down for me. I didn't love Adam Pearce getting into his face.
Yeah,
I didn't necessarily love that.
Yeah.
But it prompted him to be like, get out of the building, and him driving away in his cart, talking to AJ when he goes the wabadoo, and he goes, eh. And I don't know if I think it was Steven or the Joho that sent it in our group chat, and I love it so much. And it's so, just to be a little anecdotal, the girl that does my nails had never watched wrestling before, started watching it when Raw went to Netflix because it got her boyfriend who used to watch back into it. I got my nails done after the John Cena match, and she was like, what was that? John should have won. And then I had to explain to her, like, the whole tradition of, like, why, like, I was confused that people were confused, and she had, like, again, she's been watching wrestling for 12 months. So it's crazy to be like, her, like, I can't believe it. And then I sort of explained it to her, and I sent her the meme, because she's like, I don't know if I like Gunther. She's like, that was funny. So I love the evolution of watching someone that's never watched wrestling to watch it for the past 12 months. And for her to like not get it and then kind of Gunther do that. She's like, that was funny.
So that kind of leads into it. You made that alluded to that point. Like, is AJ Styles now Gunther's next opponent? And I think there's like a question if he's retiring at WrestleMania.
I thought Mania,
but
I could be wrong.
Again, they're teasing this interaction between AJ and Gunther. And I mean, what are your thoughts on Gunther for Styles? Maybe Gunther potentially retiring Styles? I don't, or just a straight up view.
If we get a better retirement run from AJ, like if we do get him to do the little bits in NXT, or even in fights the NXT kid or the TNA kids on NXT or WWE, like him and Leon Slater have to fight. Can he get something else in TNA? Do I want to see him fight the younger kids? And like, I know we have our comms how the match was on Saturday's main event, but I think given the opportunity, I think the four of them can have a better match. I feel like, we can go on and on about how we feel about John's retirement tour, but like the end when he did hit the hits and we saw him with AJ and like the match with Dom, like if we can do something like that, then fine. But if it's just going to be this like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind if there's a way to get there, but I want some nostalgia hits at the end.
So,
but again, I hope if we keep the mantra, then I don't know, either it has to be Gunther and he's this legend killer, or you have to find someone, maybe not necessarily in Gunther's level, but someone that AJ can put in.
No, yeah, I like this as a feud and him potentially ending it. I know Reese, more of a TNA purist, probably wants someone more of a TNA background to do that, or a hybrid eyes that can do it. I want to address this comment, Temple, in the chat. He said, I don't want Gunther to be this guy to be known for retiring because I see he's retiring AJ Styles. That's the thing. I think this makes perfect sense for him because of this reason alone. I would compare him, to AEW's considering Okada the best tournament wrestler. Like, I would compare him to WWE's version of the best tournament wrestler in ring. He's the ring general, right? That's how we're comparing him. That's how they're building him up. So him ending the careers of these wrestlers because he is that wrestler in the prime of his career that can do that, I think makes the perfect sense because WWE is very storyline driven as composed to AEW, which is very stat driven, match driven, whatever. There's all these tournaments that happen. WWE doesn't run that as much. So something like this and a moniker like this can carry a guy like Gunther way beyond the title reigns that he's had. He's already been known.
Could you have an early days feud between Gunther AJ? Gunther obliterates him, and that kicks off. AJ's like, well, after that, I only have a few. Kind of like maybe Kenny Omega's like, I only have a few ones left. I want to make them count. And then goes on his little retirement tour, and his last match could be with Slater or some TNA person. But then in the back, Gunther could still say well, I made you retire. I wasn't your last match, but what I did to you made you have to go on your retirement tour.
Mm.
If you don't want him retiring, or I guess is there a distinction between retiring and last match?
Yeah, no, I think.
Again, are you like a Mick Foley or a Ric Flair? I said it on the podcast. You don't want to be a Ric Flair, I truly believe John Cena is done. Maybe, I don't know. Could AJ come back? I hope not. I want to be like, you're done, but never say never in the World Wrestling Federation.
Mm.
But I don't know. I'm here for the Gunther.
Yeah. We'll see. It'll be interesting. But yeah, we'll put a pin in that for a second. Yeah, we'll go to the mid card. Nikki,
yes.
Any other Raw reactions that we got going on here? We could talk about. She says we go in. What else we got?
Well,
Usos defeated the New Day, which we thought that maybe that this could have been something where
the New Day turned heel on Big E 1,000 years ago at this point. Never went nowhere. Now they're with Grayson Waller. They haven't won shit. So the Usos beating them everyone beats the Usos. Everyone beats New Day nowadays. Which is terrible because the feud between New Day and the Usos back in the day was amazing.
Mm.
But them beating them up now is not oh, you're back on track.
No, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Are the Usos actually helping the Raw tag division, or are they just bracing for just?
I think Jay look like shit.
Yeah, you can't cut it, so you need to go.
I know you tried to be Native and Jay. It didn't. It worked for a little bit, and now it's not working out. So come home to Big Jim. And we'll do the tag team thing. I don't know. We talked about would this lead into him turning full heel on Jim? But is this now this balance of is this long-term story booking? Are we leading up to this? I feel like nowadays Triple H is not doing the long con anymore.
I'd rather have just seen it already.
Yeah. Are we too far gone now? That him turning on Jim now, I'm all right, well, I wanted you to do that 2 months ago.
Mm.
I guess I was just ugh.
I don't know.
Or are they giving Big Jim one last run before Naomi has the baby? And then he's out on paternity?
Maybe.
I don't know how long they get. Corey Graves was gone for a couple weeks.
Yeah, everyone seems to be the consensus in the chat seems to be the same thing. Yeah, just a mess that's going to end up. Yep.
So.
Yeah, no, I just again, and that's just kind of what we're just kind of floundering with Jey Uso at this point.
Yeah.
We'll skip over Kabuki Warriors. Just attacked Rhea Ripley, Io Sky like they've been doing almost every week.
Io threw herself over a poorly timed elbow drop.
But I want to skip. Oh, what?
I was saying, which you're gonna get to your girlfriend.
That's what I was trying to get to. Well, do you want to talk about? Let's talk about it.
What do you want to talk about? But you want to talk about your girlfriend?
As her first successful title defense
against your girlfriend.
Against Ivy Nile,
who had her hair blown out.
I know she was ready and
so different.
I know she looked more like a star. Yeah, she looked more
like
a star.
Braids. I'm surprised you don't have a picture of her.
I have that picture of her tapping out, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was what was expected.
But
But what were your thoughts on Maxine Dupree?
I'm not mad. Again, you know, getting the reps and getting the opportunity. I have a little bit left, but I was getting through John Cena's on Cody Rhodes. What do you want to talk about? And then John Cena was trying to talk about how obviously there's less live events. So he said you got to make all the time you get on TV count and work, and don't be afraid to fail or try something. And I feel like they're kind of trying something with Maxine. And I'm here for it, and I'm waiting for her and Natty to have this blow off because I'm sure we'll get there. But I think she needed a win. I think Ivy was the right opponent. I think she looked really good. I love this. Still, she's doing the straps coming down, doing the ankle lock. I love that. I love the gear being a little different.
She's definitely improved tremendously in the ring. The vignettes definitely make her look stronger and more credible as a champion. And I don't know yet that she's great. Going to be great on the mic. But again, a mid card. That's why they're in the mid card, right? They're not. The main event are the ones that know how to do that.
This is she's finally getting an opportunity. It took forever for Becky and Charlotte and Billy and all these other people to get good at both. Yeah. This is what, month one?
Look at this. First, restate. Ivy Nile carried this one too with her experience. I think after that match, I've seen these new finisher or learns the ankle lock a bit more and looks a bit clunky. So Ivy Nile putting people over.
Again, just because she doesn't do a Kurt Angle or Chad Gable-esque ankle lock, could she do a version of her own? I don't know. I like that the fall to the ground for it. I think girl needs a chip and a chair, and I'm all about giving someone an opportunity, and I think she's trying to do the best of what she's given. Again, this is the first time she's really getting TV time that's not backstage with Tozawa and Otis.
Yeah.
Give the girl some time to get some seasoning. Because literally she learned everything on TV. She was in NXT for 30 seconds, doing promos barely. Then with the Maximum Male Models, right? That was what they're called for, again, 30 seconds. And then got thrown in with Chad Gable. Everything she's doing, she's learning in front of us. And I think we need to give her some grace.
Mm-hmm. Steven saying, this is what happened with Trish and more recently Liv. Gradual improvement.
Right. Again, Liv was dog shit when she first started. With her blue tongue, she's like, I'm an adolescent. Oh, child. And now she's fucking amazing, and we all tell how great she is. I'm hoping in the next 3 to 5 years, we'll look back and be like, oh yeah, Maxine wasn't great, and now look at her now. Again, Becky Lynch was fucking clogging and Irish step dancing, and now look at her now. Everyone's gonna, again, look at John Cena. Was ruthless, his prototype, whatever he was, didn't like it, and then you had the Dr. Thugonomics, and he grew into what he is now. There's going to be phases in learning, and again, she's not going to put on a 6-star clinic. Right. Her first title defense with 2 people that never get TV time.
Right? No, she's been improving, and that's all you can ask.
I want to be on myself because my women's divisions are getting a lot of shit, and I just give them a chip and a chair and relax. I'll get off my soapbox.
But all right. As we move along with Monday Night Raw, do you want to discuss? I mean, there's we talked about the crowded title picture, but you want to discuss Stephanie McCare's match?
Oh, so we can shit on Nikki Bella some more? Want me to rant more about this wrestling?
Yeah. I haven't really got much to share on that, other than if maybe there's factions forming potentially down the line if Brie Bella comes back and maybe Liv Morgan leaves that group and heads up some other group like that. That'd be interesting, but I don't really have much to share with that. I'm going to wait to see how that develops.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, let's get to the main event. We finally found out who is the masked man.
Oh, we're all surprised and shocked.
Well, we knew. There were whispers at the bus.
Rumors follow everywhere you go. And then you laughed and I was last to know. Well, you're famous now and
Austin Theory is the masked man. What are your thoughts on Austin Theory revealing himself?
Ooh, put it away.
Yeah, stop revealing himself.
Again, we're not surprised. Again, that was the rumor all along. Reese, I saw you put Kingston. I think he Tom Campbell said it on Cultaholic. When he took off that thing, I thought it was Jenny Garcia for a quick second. But he needs to trim the beard more, or how the light hit. You just saw all the little baby hairs like coming up. And you know how I am with facial hair. It is really making me upset. And again, he shaved his head. He had this beautiful coif. I don't like his face. But I'm interested to see and now we're in this like weird crimbo limbo. I know they taped everything, or they're going to tape everything. I think we're taped, but I don't know. I think this could have breathed a little bit, but again, we're not doing long story anymore. I think this could have breathed a little bit.
Temple says he's a Theory guy. His wife loves him for different reasons, I'm sure.
Okay.
But I think it's time for Theory to be the future of WWE. It's interesting. So that throws up a lot of theories about Theory. So one, I'm going to put this up. Is Austin Theory joining the Vision? So there's a lot I could create, and I probably will. A number of different scenarios where he probably isn't part of the Vision, right? And like the whole showdown between him and Logan Paul, again, maybe he doesn't tell Logan, maybe Paul Heyman doesn't tell Logan Paul that, but a lot of this seems like the Vision doesn't know what he's doing. So that's my first question. Is Austin Theory actually joining the Vision?
I think he is, but again, I think I said this a couple of weeks ago. I want him to be Seth Rollins' mole and go in there and try to be pretends to be buddy with him. Because if this is future stars, like Temple said, he should be a future star. I think Vince McMahon kind of ruined him a little bit, and I'm hoping he comes back on the upswing of this. But because he was Seth Rollins' guy during the pandemic. Him and Buddy Matthews, all the three of them together, I loved it. So could he be like Seth Mole and try to break it in from the inside? I don't know. I don't think WWE is that long term at this point. But again, if this is you're looking at the Brawns, I take it with a grain of salt, kids. Logan Paul, you can put Austin Theory in that group and have Paul Heyman lead them all. Doesn't need a mouthpiece.
He does, and I do think that it makes sense to put him with somebody who can help him, like Paul Heyman. So I understand it. It's just a little anticlimactic in a lot of ways to me because I think you could play it into a bigger angle, and this is question, and that is a question of again, could he be acting alone, or could he be with another group? We've talked about this now. I could create a scenario where, we've talked about the masked person was played by multiple different people, right? And maybe that's the thing, is that everyone knows it's multiple people, and we can end up doing that. And work that angle. To me, I can present an angle where Austin Theory, let's say Montez Ford was another person that played one of these mystery people, and they're all led by, maybe it's Seth Rollins in the back end, but they're all led by some puppeteer.
Then do you have either next Raw or when Braun goes? Because I thought they would come out January 5th when Breakker and Punk are supposed to fight for the belt. I thought they would help Braun win and then reveal. Could you have the other one, have a Montez Ford, or keep having different people and they keep on masking? And it's this whole interconnected web of people.
Ed's in the chat. You agree with John Cena. I don't believe anything Theory does.
I do feel like that Vince McMahon kind of thing and Cena tearing that poor little baby Piccolo apart in their WrestleMania thing. Again, he's like, you'll win. And basically John was like, you'll win. It'll do nothing for you. And it didn't. So I'm hoping maybe this can be an up.
The lone gun in Austin Theory. He's acting alone. Yeah, like, I don't know. I mean, he's trying to prove himself to the Vision to some extent, at the very least.
Do you
50-50 saying is Theory
do
joining the
you
Vision.
put stock in before Seth got hurt? With Dave Meltzer saying that Austin Theory was supposed to join the Vision and be in that match with Seth Rollins. And does that completely get tossed out the window?
Wait, say again? Sorry. Catch up on the chat and listen to you.
Before Seth Rollins got hurt and had to get surgery,
Yes.
rumors were Austin Theory was supposed to be in that match. I would think
Right.
instead of Drew McIntyre. But he was supposed to be in that match if Seth was in that match. So do you completely scrap him joining Seth and now he's just joining the new Vision? He's joining maybe Paul Heyman more than anything? Or do you kind of stick to the story in the background that he is affiliated with Seth?
You know, either way. Temple says his wife thinks it's conspiracy theory. Yeah, I think like there's a group. Yeah.
Like, don't me and your wife would be best friends. For the same thing. But
He's saying Seth Theory and then Buddy, whose contract might be out. Or is it Breaker Bronson? That would be great.
I would love Buddy to be back. I really don't know why he re-signed with AEW when your wife's one of the biggest stars in WWE.
Conspiracy theory. I'm all in now.
But yeah, I don't know. This can go a lot of different ways. It's just how creative can WWE let themselves be? Can we get back on track of doing the long story, the long con, or like we don't know what we're doing and we just wanted. Again, I think Steven said it higher up that it's like to close Raw out. It's just Austin Theory. It wasn't like, oh my god.
Yeah. All right, like no one's.
But I think him.
I think it's more shocking if like what's his name, Grayson Waller and New Day were in the ring with like the Usos, you know, because he had all that history with Grayson Waller for so long.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was interesting, silly. But let us know in the chat. What do you think? Was it disappointing? Do you think there's more to this storyline that we're going to see? A new group maybe that branches off from this, or does Theory just join the Vision? Or is he the lone conspiracy theory? Austin conspiracy theory, as it likes to call him now.
Oh boy.
But we'll see. Nikki,
yeah.
Let's move on before we open up the phone lines tonight. You want to check out what's going on SmackDown?
Sure.
Oh, well, give me 30 seconds. Well, 10 seconds. Station identification.
This is former WWE referee, and you're watching the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. And if you're not watching, I'm going to come find you and disqualify you.
Production meetings, guys. Production
meetings. All right, let's get to SmackDown as we get to our. We are a little over an hour out from SmackDown, so take a look at some of the cards. What's on the card? So last week. We did hear that it looks like the MFTs are going to go after the Wyatt 6 tag titles, which seems like they haven't defended in like
October.
Yeah, basically since Halloween.
When they got their push because of Hollywood Horror Nights.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts and expectations on? I mean, first off, what is the best pairing of the MFTs? Because I don't know who's going to be the tag team, right? It's probably not going to be Talatanga. Like, probably move him out of that. But Tamatonga and
You would think it'd be God, but then Tama has been flirting with Ilya Dragunov backstage. So does he kind of become like a single star? Would it be JC? I don't really think it matters the combination. I think they're taking the belts.
Yes, Temple. We've discussed it a lot about Jeff Cobb's face paint.
Poor
You and
baby.
Steven would get along really well because Steven has discussed Jeff Cobb's face paint, called him numerous times about this. Yeah, I mean, could it actually be Tama and what's he called that? Jeff Cobb's called that?
JC.
JC, yeah. Just basic JC. I think that might be the group, the pair, because I'm going to keep calling him Camacho. Tungaloa, like, literally. Yeah, like, Temple, I agree that should be the tag team. But they haven't booked. Maybe it's because he's been injured so much, but they haven't booked them together. That's why it's kind of surprising. That's why I throw it out there. I don't know that that's a given.
I feel like with Howdy coming out last week, and he was trying to be all spooky, and I feel like they can't be spooky anymore. I feel like they have to go back to the swamps. I feel like they need to be more cult-ish, and then instead of this specter spoopy stuff. I feel like you can't do good supernatural right now. I would love to be proven wrong, but
So wait, sorry. Temple saying JC Mateo is Jeff Cobb. Right. Mateo is his Lucha Underground name. Well, Metallica Mateo, yeah, I remember that. That was great. But I just don't remember, like, I guess Mateo, I see a different name, but yeah. I mean, and I understand being so sick of the bloodline, but it gets more people over. It gets more, it introduce more people to the.
I don't know if anyone looks good in either of these factions right now, besides Solo, I guess, because he went further in the John Cena thing. He does have a win over John Cena in John Cena's career, but like I don't think this does anything. But I don't really think this does anything for anybody, and it's sad. I really like Loomis and Gacy together. I think they're a fun tag team and have Rowan on the outside being their big heavy. Like, it makes sense, but you do jack shit with them. Like, you're not defending your title since October. One title defense? Maybe two?
Yeah. Well, someone who is working towards defending or getting a title shot, Julia.
Ugh.
Takes on All the Fire tonight. And I guess, I'm assuming if she wins, she's going to probably have a shot at Chelsea Green, who's also been defending on NXT. She's going to defend it against Sol Ruka.
Like, but is that your way to get Sol Ruka on main? But to me, you don't take the belt off Chelsea. They're not doing anything with it. Might as well have someone that actually kind of makes it relevant. No offense to Sol Ruka. I think we said last week, her coming up to main is like inevitable. I want to see her on main, but like, I don't know. I want to see Chelsea with this belt for a little bit. But that's the thing. Like, there's no one to feud with. Chelsea and Jade are feuding with each other because there's nobody else. No one gives a shit about Julia. I'm sorry. I know she was great in Stardom and Marigold and all those other places. But if we didn't do this and didn't know other promotions and only watched the United States, no one gives a fuck about Julia.
The face is all about.
I mean,
the face is 100% all about.
Like, I'd rather see. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, Kiana James. I'd rather see Kiana James in All the Fire than Julia.
Yeah.
I think we've seen more, even though I don't get it. I hate Kiana the dumb fucking purse. Again, she's like, I'm the business bitch. Look at me, my dumb purse, my glasses. But like, to me, at least there's something more than like, Julie gives nothing to TV, and I don't think that's necessarily on her. I think just Road Dogg should not be the head of SmackDown Creative, and Lord help us all when it goes to 3 hours in 2 weeks. because it's already a slog. You already find me asleep when you come upstairs on Fridays. When I try to go back upstairs, and I watch it from the beginning, we DVR it, and I'm out.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to slug through 3 hours. But what are the matches? So, there's a couple others. So we got a tag match. Elias finally got a friend. He needed a friend. Ilya and Carmelo are tagging up against DIY.
This just makes me sad.
I think they're building towards Carmelo turning on him again and just trying to make this a feud.
He's a flip-flop too. He'll make it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because Trick Williams needs to be with Carmelo on the main roster because Trick's done everything he can do in NXT, and that's the best way to introduce him.
How I will not stand for this. I absolutely fucking love Tommaso Ciampa, and I hate tomatoes. So you cannot put them together. Give me NXT when they came out briefly and it was like no one will survive. I was like, NXT heel Tommaso Ciampa when he was coming out to no music, and he was just the goddamn best. And his little camo pants. Give me that Tommaso. That's the Tommaso I fell in love with. Why are we getting this? Why are we putting Ilya in this? I want the open challenge. Why is it 3 people? That basically already had an open challenge, and now we're tagging again. Is Teddy Long backstage tonight? Why are we doing this? Why is there a tag team? Why is it a tag team match?
Well, they all advanced and have a match against The Undertaker.
Yeah.
I
saw it was a meme today. I saw it on Facebook that was like Undertaker was like Teddy Long's Pokemon, and he would just like throw them in. Anyone that disrespected me was like, boom, Undertaker. I don't know.
It is so funny seeing Teddy Long backstage in some skits where he's like a referee, like later.
Oh, like early.
All the crap that he's gonna end up doing later in his whole tenure. It is pretty interesting. But yeah, and then Nikki, your favorite.
Oh God.
Your favorite, the Queen.
Ugh.
Nice.
The match I don't.
So if they in non-title, but they're trying to.
Kyrie's gonna take the fucking pin from Lash Legend, basically, because that's all it is. It's a non-title match. The champion loses, and I fucking hate it.
Yes, Queen.
But yes, it could very well happen, and I think they were trying to get Lash and Nia. And I would just love. Well, it's not gonna happen because Nia's too big a personality at this point. I'd like to see them be like the heavies for somebody, like not Chelsea, like something like Chelsea, like the Secret Service. Like they would be like what AOP was for that short period of time for Seth Rollins. I could totally be down for that.
Yeah, I hate
it. You're not a fan.
No, you know how I feel about Nia Jax. And again, following the trope that always happens, the Kabuki Warriors are going to lose, and it makes me angry.
True. And then finally, Nikki, Cody Rhodes going to make an appearance. Apparently, I didn't know. I guess he attacked Drew McIntyre.
Yes, at his house.
Do your.
At his house.
What was it?
They rented a house. You know, just like just like Triple H and Randy were at their house.
True. Yeah. I don't know. It'd be interesting to. Again, he's diving more and more into that heel world. So to me, it's going to happen sooner rather than later. You gotta pull the trigger on that.
Are we doing this? Like, would that just be the exact same thing you did with John Cena? You turn this babyface heel, and then go into WrestleMania as him as the heel? Then who's gonna win either Rumble or the Chamber to go against the heel Cody?
Sami Zayn.
Well, I would hate that so much.
They built up Sami pretty well.
As much as I love Sami Zayn,
Sami
Zayn versus Cody to main event WrestleMania.
Night one. Yeah, well, it's not a main event, the Rumble winner anymore, so who knows? At this point, again, they move with the 2 nights and everything else. They move a bunch of stuff.
I'm over Cody Drew. This has been so, August? September.
Mm.
No, they had that shitty, September. They had that shitty match at WrestlePalooza. So this had to be at least August.
Yeah.
And now it's December. I don't care. You have not had one good match. I don't think maybe they have chemistry in the ring together. I'm starting to think they don't. Because their 2 matches have been dog shit. And I don't know if that's booking or whatever, but it hasn't been great.
Not sure.
And again, you just have to get through Crimbo Limbo and let's get to Royal Rumble and let's get to Mania.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of what we're in right now. We're in, what's it called? The purgatory.
Crimbo Limbo.
The limbo. In the limbo. But Nikki,
Yep.
It is that time.
Yep.
Turn the lights back up.
Yep.
Let's get ready. My little blondie. Phone lines are open. The link is pinned in the chat, but it's also in the description of the video. We want to hear from all you. Temple, you're writing in. Call in. What you're drinking, what you're thinking. WWE AEW this week. What are your big takeaways? And we'll go from there. We want to hear from all you. Nikki, my little blondie. Hit the snare. All right, Nikki.
Yep.
It's been really crazy the last couple of days in New Jersey. We've been getting all the winds. Like, we were just outside. Crazy winds. There's been a storm coming. Brewing with a little bit of Reese lightning.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Yeah, not so much, I suppose. Not so much.
Are you drinking or what are you thinking?
Well, let's see. What am I drinking? Yeah, the usual.
Max? You're back to Max?
Back on Max. None of that HBO, though. None of that HBO, but I'm back on Max. You can't buy me a network.
Fair enough.
Thought I'd get one in there. That's an inside joke, not for people who take tribalism seriously. This is just a joke. Big difference, people. It's harmless.
What? Jokes? Here? How dare you, sir?
I know, I'm so insensitive.
This show we just yell it.
Let me talk to you.
I mean, I'm perfect, just the way I am.
Oh, there you go. Let's
Look at this prima donna. Well, look at this prima donna.
Ooh, yeah.
Hold on. Actually, I kind of want to do. This is just me.
Cream of the crop.
Well, look at this prima donna.
Now I can be.
I'm just a star attraction. Can't help myself. I'm like Ed, except I don't have my naked men.
Can't use all my.
All
right.
Oh, he'll pop in. You know he will. You know he'll pop in.
What are you thinking?
Well, it's good to see you after Monday, mate.
Yeah,
no, that was fun.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. What am I thinking? I said last week was a decent week of wrestling. This week it was a little bit more lackadaisical. on all sides. I actually think this week just wasn't good, but I think it's purely because they're getting ready for Christmas. I think, but that's also no excuse. But I actually have the biggest pet peeve of them all. I'm dropping TNA. I'm done.
Wow.
I'm done. Like for the rest of the year, I'm not watching them for the rest of the year, which is not much anyway. But still, after that, and I don't recommend it. I really don't recommend it. But that
just to the end of the year, just to clarify.
well, I'll wait to see how. I'll watch the. Actually, I'll wait till the AMC premiere. I'll put them on ice until AMC. But purely because that episode last night was an absolute disgrace to the entirety of TNA fandom. That cage match is the worst cage match. I don't recommend watching it. The heel turn was so predictable. I called it 3 weeks ago. No one has chemistry. No one works. Jeff Hardy gets ruined in this match, by the way. If anyone's a fan of the Hardys in this chat, don't watch. I swear to God, Jeff Hardy gets mugged off like the Brooklyn Brawler. Like, it's that bad.
Oh, well, he needs to talk about retirement tours.
Really bad. Really bad.
Them and the Dudleys, should be.
And it's like, as Temple said in the chat, it's true. That cage is so tiny, and you have a 5 versus 5 just to put. The whole show is literally Santino Marella at the very end getting turned on by his daughter. Stax is getting attacked by Santino in the cage, and then Ariana Grace hits him with a knee to the balls.
Which also, and I'm glad
makes no sense.
So, to me, do you not feel like that's just going to benefit WWE because it's Ariana Grace, right? Isn't she in NXT?
Yeah,
she's NXT. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have Ariana Grace like now just turning like that's the storyline, and where do you think it's gonna go?
I don't think it. If I'm being honest, I don't think it leads to anything because Ariana Grace doesn't actually wrestle. So what exactly is she going to benefit? And another thing that makes no sense is, I mean, I was there when Dominic Mysterio done it in 2021, 2022. So that period, at least that made sense because at least he needed something to do. Ariana Grace goes back and forth between NXT and TNA to help promote the women's divisions. So why all of a sudden is she now in this situation where she's attacking her dad? Like, it's not going to get her over. It's not going to build to anything. It just seemed like, I'm not even going to say it hurts TNA. I'm actually going to say it actually just hurts Ariana Grace. Because that does nothing for her.
It's fair, yeah.
Better than what she really had. Like, what else is she's really doing now? She's known as
Santino Marella.
There you go. I can't talk today. I've been sick for the past week.
Yeah.
Tell. She's not doing. She's known as his daughter, or Stax is her real life fiance. Like, there's nothing. She has nothing else. She's not. You don't really see her in the ring to me that much.
Exactly. She's basically stuck between. I was going to say a rock and a hard place, but no one should say that about their dad. But she's definitely stuck. And if it means that she's going to accompany Stax to the ring, okay, but here's a better idea. Why not you just do it in NXT? Her dad goes to NXT. Why have her turn on him on the TNA show? It just seems like it just seems more point scoring. If you're going to do the same turn, I would have done it Stax versus Santino, at least on NXT. At least that makes sense. See, There we go. People think I just hate everything. I don't. Like, this at least, that would have made more sense. The cage match should have just been for Pride. Ava's just, oh, Jesus Christ.
I've been waiting for someone to do it, and Ed, that's why I love you, Ed.
But how,
you have the, like,
to be
like an ESP
I can't even make the joke I want to say about two lesbians about why Rock beat Scissors, because Rock's the only one that crushes two lesbians, but it doesn't work for Ava because it's her daughter, so I can't use that joke.
I know. Sorry, that's what happens when Ed gets in the chat. He just depressed.
Oh, it's just funny.
Oh boy.
But let's take it back. So Reese, what else you got?
I think they've rushed the Fury mask off. I think they should have waited until January 5th, in my opinion. The world title main event made more sense.
It is definitely a fair point.
I don't know why you would do it now. I mean, everyone guessed it, but keep it going. Who cares?
It is. That's why I still believe that there's more to this, like a group or something else. Maybe maybe I hate to say I don't think it's gonna turn out terrible because WWE is just more storyline driven with it than the Devil storyline in AEW. But give me multiple people doing this. I just think it'll be done better. So, I don't know. The reveal to me is too. I get he's the vision, the ideas, the future, and all that stuff, but it's too mid to me. It's lackluster. It just seems to your point, the timing doesn't make sense as much. It's not a big night for ratings and everything else. He's not a huge name when it's rumored with everything else. I really would love the idea of this is a group put together by someone masterminded. I would love Jericho to be the mastermind guy, or Rollins. Rollins can be just have some established world champion be the mastermind behind this whole group.
I think maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I was thinking in a logical sense, for all the stuff that fans accuse AEW for, you know what I mean? They just do things on a random Dynamite or a random Collision. If you put in a logical sense, this is exactly what they've just done. They've just done it on a random Raw. I agree. At least the one on January 5th isn't a random Raw. It's your 1 year on Netflix.
Yeah.
Right.
But it feels like they've just went, oh, well, fuck, people are predicting who it is. All right, then let's just give it to them. No, shut them up by just carrying on.
No, it's fair. You could have made a bigger moment for it, Nikki.
I brought it up last week, and now I can't remember what they were called. With Flapjack and then it wound up Mustafa Ali was their leader, but that went nowhere. I can't remember them. It was Michin.
Oh my gosh. Retribution.
Yes. I don't want it to be another one of them. And then you brought up the Devil's thingy. I think Retribution is more of a comparison. I don't know. Again, we just want this. We want this to be good. We want wrestling to be good, and I'm worried this is gonna be real shit.
It's Flapjack, Teabag, T-Bar. Say Mansoor.
Yeah, what was he? Was he Mace?
He was Teabag.
No, T-Bar was
Mace was Mansoor.
Feast Your Eyes. Why can't I remember? Donovan Dijak was T-Bar.
So such a horrible faction.
I know. That's why I'm worried.
Oh, let's not
yeah.
Reese, we got a bunch of people in the chat, so I want to get your last shot in.
See, Ed, this is how a last shot goes. Don't do drugs. You definitely do wrestling. Try this at home. Like, share, and subscribe to Nick Club Happy Hour. Bye, people.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Reese, we love you.
You trust everyone.
We all lost this game.
Oh, unbelievable. All right. Well, next up, new to the show, new caller.
Making new friends. Making new friends.
In friend of a friend is a friend. Friend of our brother Reese just called in. He's been in the chat. Let's hear from him. Temple, what's going on, Temple?
How's it going, guys? You all right?
Good.
Good for you.
Not so bad, mate. Yeah, not so bad.
It's good. We like to say on the show, what are you drinking? What are you thinking?
Drinking some coffee as always. Need to stay up.
Yeah. So I don't want to place you're at, but what time is it where you're based out of?
17 minutes after midnight.
Oh,
Yeah, it's touche. That's commitment
well,
to
thanks
watching.
for staying up with us.
Thanks for staying up with us.
No worries, no worries.
It's commitment to SmackDown. So, Temple, what are you thinking?
To steal somebody's catchphrase on WWE, what you guys want to talk about?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, we want to hear from you. This is what are the
You're Cody. You're our guest. Tell us what you
you're
want
our
to talk
guest. Yes.
I'd probably agree with Reese's opinion about leaving the Theory mask on the 1 year anniversary of Netflix on Raw. I would have done that anyway. I would have done it in the world title match. Theory stomps, Punk, Breaker wins.
Yeah, it's funny because like you could like War Games, you could have done it there. Like there's so many bigger moments that have already happened where someone like, and I think it would have elevated someone like Theory, who's probably like, let's be honest, and at least at this point is a mid-card wrestler, right? He's a mid-card guy who's trying to get that rub. So to me, yeah, like the timing is very peculiar.
You know, I'm saying if you didn't do it at Survivor Series, then this could have waited to another big moment.
Like the 1 year anniversary of Netflix, like Reese said, they should have done it there, in my opinion.
You could have run back to the same spot. Like Paul Heyman distracting the ref, him come out, and then Braun Breaker gets a pin. Like he stomps, CM Punk, winner, chicken dinner.
But my wife thinks there is a eye for Seth Rollins. Theory's not actually going to join the Vision is an eye for Seth. Theory and Seth. Because Seth Rollins doesn't want CM Punk to win the world title, or he hates CM Punk. You know that storyline. I will never have you as the world champion, and all that stuff.
So it's like I'm not doing this to help you. I'm not doing this to help Breaker. I'm doing this to hurt Punk.
Yeah.
But then they stomped. But his reveal was stomping Ray and then revealing.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Ray and Seth have history. Remember that eye for an eye and Seth Rollins group with Murphy in Theory? The reason why he stomped Seth, the reason why he stomped Rey Mysterio.
That's a fair point. And yeah, I mean, there's also, again, like we all, this is the theatrics of it, is there's such thing as collateral damage, right? Like, and that's Rey Mysterio could be one of those, like, what do they call, red herring? Red herring, is that the term?
Yeah, red herrings, yeah.
Yeah, and it could be, listen, like, this is just something, it just so happens it was Rey Mysterio that was wrong place, wrong time to keep this whole facade going, to keep the storyline going. I, for one, really, really like the separate faction idea. Temple, do you like him with this group, or do you like Austin Theory on his own? Or with the Vision, or with a new group, or potentially something else?
In my opinion, Theory's a good character, but I think he just needs a bit of mic skills. So with Paul Heyman, it's going to do him good because, in my opinion, I like Theory, but he just needs a bit of mic skills. That's what I think. Anyway.
That's fair. Nick, do you have any?
Yeah, because I just feel like I know he's been running around with Grayson Waller for forever, but I don't remember a promo from him. I really want to go back to like John Cena, like eviscerating him.
I want to go back to why Theory and Waller is not together anymore. We didn't get that, did we?
No, it was just I believe Grayson Waller was on Chris Van Vliet's show when he was just like, "Oh, he's injured. We're out. We're done. Bye." Like we didn't really
no
get
payoff to that either. So yeah.
The will they won't they of how long, and then we get nothing. And at this point, putting them.
What if? I know this is a bit of a weird one, but what if Austin Theory is the eye for Seth and Grayson Waller joins the Vision? And you could do that storyline, why the split up type of thing with Great Waller and Theory, maybe, I don't know. So
I'm trying to pause. So Waller also joins the Vision with him?
Yeah, but Theory's an eye for Seth. When Seth comes back, Theory joins Seth. Yeah.
But Waller doesn't.
Yeah, Waller doesn't know.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, because I think there's some extent where if there is a plant and there's a new group that has to form, there needs to be at least four people right now, 4 or 5 probably potentially in the vision. So you would need to add. Well, but the problem is Waller's been so buried. I feel like with the New Day, he's like their lackey, and he's not even.
And New Day's been losing.
I call him Big G.
That is a good one. Actually, I like that. Yeah, well, this has been pretty good. Before we let you get out of here, we got a few people calling in. Obviously, welcome. We want to have more regulars. You are welcome to come in. What is your last shot?
When it comes to the IWC, when it comes to other people's opinions, even if you don't accept somebody's opinion, at least respect it. Because I've seen on social media today about I think it was the Pro Wrestling 2025 awards or something, and people keep going at each other saying, "Oh, this is supposed to be the match of the year," or "This person's the male superstar of the year." It's like, it's your own opinion. If you don't like it, then fair enough, isn't it? It's everyone's opinion, isn't it? So it is what it is.
I love you saying that.
It's exactly a great point. Everything's subjective, and you like what you like. Just like, Temple, I know you come in, on Monday with Reese. When Reese co-hosted the Mount Rushmore Mondays with me, like, everyone has their own opinion of what a Mount Rushmore is, right? And that's what's so fun about it. And just that's what wrestling should be. Respect everyone's opinion, and you like what you like.
I want to hear other people's opinions. I love that. Going back to Monday, like yours and Reese was so different, and I feel like all 8 of them were very valid.
Yeah, my guys, my Mike Rushmore of 4 guys are different to Reese's as well. So
yeah, Temple. Actually, that's a good way for us to. What is your male Mount Rushmore? Because you gave us a female. You commented on the video there. What is your Mount Rushmore?
Number 1, Shawn Michaels. Number 2, Taker. Number 3, Brett. And number 4, which is going to be a surprise one, Steamboat.
Oh.
I like it. Shawn Michaels was on mine, so I love it.
My favorite. Great. Again, there's a great top 4. 100%.
Well done. Temple,
It's been so fun, guys.
We'll catch you next time.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Subscribe, everyone. Don't forget to hit the bell.
I love it. Temple, welcome back. Welcome back whenever. The bar is open.
We're always open.
I know. Someone.
It's a line from Boondock Saints. It's like we're 7-Eleven. The lights are on. The lights may not always be on, but we're always open. Something like that. I haven't watched it in a while. Also, I'm sick. I am.
Well, someone who enjoys an open bar, like the rest of us. Who doesn't enjoy it? But we want to know. It's been a little while. We need to know. He's doing the chat. What's in his head?
Yeah, Darby Allin sucks. Sorry, I was rocking out. It's been a little while, guys. It's been a little while.
Oh, what's going on?
It's been a while, Stained.
Yeah, the grumpy Uncle Aaron would say. It's been a while.
Now he's a country, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's not good. He's also got really unfortunate opinions, so it's just like hearing him talk, I'm just like, get the fuck out of my company. It's awful. I don't know. Wes Borland's got a fun interview about it. So somebody asked him about Aaron Lewis once, and him just trashing him was fun. Oh, thank you, Reese. It's good times. But how's it going, guys?
Good.
How you been? I mean, I do want to say, I don't know if you guys mentioned this earlier, but shout outs to Wrestle Talk for shouting you guys out. Times. That's really cool. Like, congrats, guys. That's awesome.
Kind of making news and stuff.
I know. Well, Steven broke the news to us. I was like, holy shit.
Steven's like the news. Steven, like, we get newsbreakers all over the place, but Steven generally is like, Steven's like, oh, guess what I found?
Oh, that's good time. No, There's a handful of things I did want to talk about, but I've just been chuckling about Austin conspiracy theory since that just came up. Like I cannot wait now for Monday for him to just show up looking like that, like hoodie, gloves, black pants, like nobody's doing it like him, practically bald. He just stands there for a good 10 to 15 seconds as the crowd boos him. He picks up the mic to his mouth and doesn't address that he attacked Seth or Rey Mysterio or anybody. And he's just like, 9/11 was an inside job. Like that's just his entire like Austin conspiracy theory. Like I'm here for it. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of this ruthless depression era. I need something. Again, this might sound like a hard left turn, but speaking of 9/11, you guys remember 1998 when Hulk Hogan was saying he was going to run for president?
Oh God, no, thank you.
Yeah, so Hogan on Nitro was talking about how he was going to run for president and that his vice president was going to be Bubba the Love Sponge.
As one does.
Yeah. As you do. Imagine if he ran and imagine if they won.
I'm a nice man.
Sorry, that seems perfect.
I mean, could it be any worse?
I mean, no, but the idea that President Hulk Hogan would have had to deal with 9/11 is the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Dude, he would have dropped that leg on Bin Laden so fast.
Right? Well, that's the thing. Would we have ever actually gone over there? Who knows?
He wouldn't be reading books to little kids, I'm sure.
But what if he was though?
We would have put the Iron Sheik in
He would have been
diplomatic ambassador, and we would have been fine.
Sergeant Slaughter
would have taken care of it.
Sir, the second plane just hit the tower. Somebody get Sergeant Slaughter on the phone, dude.
Where's the Sarge?
Let me tell you something, Bin Laden.
At that point in time, he'd have to be elevated to at least colonel or general, right?
Say again?
He'd have to be promoted to at least colonel or general.
Absolutely.
Be general.
This is the idea of that just tickles me. I've been holding on to that one for a little bit. It's been a little bit since I've been on the show, and that just I don't know. I don't know how that hit me or why that hit me, but I've been laughing about that for a couple weeks. Pretty good.
Goodbye. And good night, bang.
Thanks, Kenny.
That'll be diplomatic.
Brother.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh
my God, Mean Gene would be his press secretary.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm absolutely here for press secretary Mean Gene, because it can't be any worse than what we have now. This sounds objectively better. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of Terry Bollea at all, but I absolutely want this. I kind of wish I lived in the timeline where we got this. It's good.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, Jesse Ventura was a legit fantastic governor. I mean, that guy's actually good at politics, but
But
is
he
what it is.
Walking out of steel cages.
To be fair, it's a weird thing because I don't know. I find the escape and pin and submission to be egregious. Do one or the other, right? If you just have escape, that's fine. You just have pin or submission, that's fine.
It does seem kind of wussy, I'm gonna leave just when you have all three options.
What if it's escape the cage? You escape the cage. No,
yeah, that's the option. But the idea of a steel cage being that's the whole thing. It's that should be the blood feud. So it's all right, I want to beat the crap out of you, not run away from you at the end.
Yeah. No, and I get that. I absolutely get that train of thought. That the idea was supposed to be to keep people out, and it's supposed to be to end a blood feud, and you can only win by pin or submission, and nobody can run away. I get Ted DiBiase said it. That's the money man, dude. IRS is.
I don't know.
Oh man, President Hogan just getting up in front of the UN,
And I don't know what it is. You just come on, and then everyone just gets all wacky. It's
do you hear the dumb shit that I'm saying, Nick? Have you been here for this before?
It's literally you're like this is gonna sound awful.
Lugs, I listen to First Time Caller.
He starts acting up like I'll be home alone with him all day long, and then Nicole gets home for like 10 minutes. He's like crazy. It's like, oh, what just happened? And like everyone, all these opinions.
Because the party's home,
Yeah.
baby.
Literally.
I do what I can.
Party
Bring
show,
it fun.
all of a sudden, you're like stir up the hornet's nest.
I do what I can. Nah, but I legit though. Because it has been a little bit. I legit did want to talk about John Cena, just in general. Like Saturday night's main event was like the first show I actually sat and watched in its entirety, in a good little bit. Holy crap! Was that like it was a good like it wasn't the best show I've ever seen, right? But holy crap, was it digestible?
Mm-hmm.
Like it felt like a quick 2 hours that like by the time the main event hit, I was like, wait, what? That's it? That's all we're getting? Like I was a little bummed that it was over.
It did like it was I think it probably could have fit one more match in.
Or just me.
Right? But that's what you kind of expect, like a feel-good show of like this is the future of what you're expecting. You got to see your boy Javon Evans.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and you know what's interesting about that whole show? So, not sure. So we last week when we were reviewing it, I looked through it. I don't know why. What made me think? Oh, because like I watched like some of it, and then some of it in delay, and then I was like skipping through obviously all the commercial BS, and I'm like, man, like there were some points where I was like 10 minutes between matches, 15, like literally almost 15 minutes between some matches. And I looked and I was like, just out of curiosity, the whole PLE actually only had, I think it was 47 minutes of actual wrestling.
Yeah, I mean that checks out for a current day WWE show, right? I was gonna say it would check out even more for like a late stage WCW show where there were like, there were 3 hour nitros with 10 minutes of wrestling. But it checks out for what WWE is trying to do. They're a TV show about a fake sport, right? Like that, and really, I want a show like John Cena's last show to be a celebration of him, on top of putting over all the young guys. Yeah, I was really happy to see Leon Slater and Javon Evans get a tag match. Like I was looking forward to that, and I wish it was. Saying it was better isn't the wording I'm looking for, but like I wish they really let the four of them just have like a 2004 TNA X Division match where they were all just like crazy spots for the sake of crazy spots. Not I don't want to say like an egregious Young Bucks match where everybody's taking like 45 super kicks, they're getting dropped on their head 16 times, and then it ends with a roll up.
More.
Yeah.
Just a little more.
No, but they did. To be fair, they did. Like I get your point. But that match started as fast as the WWE's match is ever going to start. So they let them do a lot. Like he did was it Lee? I can't remember who did. No, it was Slater who did. Sorry, who did the Montez Ford type spot? I got it called like the senton over the turnbuckle to like start that, and like they started as fast a match as you probably will ever see with WWE. Second, I don't know. I haven't watched Speed. I don't know if they do actually anything super fast on that.
You know who the Speed Champion is? The men's?
Oh, yeah, isn't it? What's
Jasper Troy, man.
Yeah, it's the LFG guy or whatever, right?
Yep.
Good for him. I've seen like a match of that guy. I've seen like 2 matches with that guy, and I'm like, yeah, I can see why they're pushing this guy to the moon, but like, I can't even say the moon. They're like pushing him to the top of like a tree, or maybe
top turnbuckle.
Yeah, like they're doing something with him, and I get it. I
call him Trash per Troy.
Oh, poor guy.
He's the sweet little baby pickle who literally has not even been in NXT. You did a show, and now here's a title.
Yeah,
and you have no purpose having.
He feels like everything. He feels like everything that Baron Corbin should have been. So Baron Corbin got this monster push in NXT, and like organically got over, right? The crowd would count during his matches, and they'd get to maybe 32, and he'd hit somebody with the end of days, or he'd hit the deep 6 into end of days, and it was just like, holy shit, this guy's awesome.
Yep.
And he never learned how to work a real match. Like he's teaming with the Feast Your Eyes guy, T-Bar, Dijak.
Yeah, Dijak.
Yeah. They're the they're the new Twin Towers in MLW. And like, as much as I like him and his sad tummy, he never really got any better.
He retired from Angle.
Yeah.
And people are bitching about Gunther. I won't have it.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Baron Corbin retiring Kurt Angle is a million times worse than the death of the character of John Cena. And I'm putting it that way on purpose because like we had a small conversation after it happened.
Yep.
But like the three of us were on the same page. I think Steven was on the same page that like that's how that should have ended.
Yeah, 100%.
And like him tapping out the way he did was not like, oh no, I'm giving up. I'm in so much pain. I can't continue. That's my time is up. Your time is now.
Mercy kill. It's a mercy.
Yeah, he knew he was done. He knew he couldn't go anymore. And he knew it was like he explained it too on what do you want to talk about with Cody?
Yeah, that's exactly what he basically said. It's like it's me smiling. It's just like acknowledgement.
Yeah, when somebody before they pass and they've made peace with everything they've done, they're surrounded by their loved ones.
Yeah.
Like as stupid as it sounds, I'm getting a little emotional just saying that. But like, fuck. Listen, it wasn't the best match I've ever seen. Did it turn into just like I'm gonna hit 45 attitude adjustments and then Gunther no selling it to try to choke him out again? Yeah, but the story that it told was fantastic.
Yeah,
like. I don't know, the entire run of John Cena and seeing all the interviews that he's done with recently with Chris Van Vliet and then the stuff with Cody, him saying that he had, X amount of time to tell a story that should have been two years long.
Yeah.
They had to do one of these with it, right? And I get it. And I think we actually had this conversation with the WrestleMania match. I'm all three of them actually. But the WrestleMania match with Cody, right? Everybody shit on it because it was this slow, like dumb looking thing. And like, yeah, I at first glance was like, that's a little weird. But I remember watching it going, oh, that's cool that John's wrestling like this big, like slow, powerful style. Cause he's a big fucking dude.
Yeah.
Like all those clotheslines made sense. Then hearing him breaking that down and going, that was the idea.
Yeah.
Like I was supposed to be trying to ruin the thing that you like. Cause like, yeah, this is going to be bad. And you get no enjoyment out of this main event now. Was fun, at least for me.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
No, I honestly like, and like maybe kind of chuckled at what I said because we're doing so. Just actually for the record, for the chat, January 2nd is a Friday, so we're gonna do our year-end review.
Talking to the wrong person about January 2nd.
2025, or January 2nd, 2026. Yes. January 2nd, 2026.
January 2nd, 2026, guys.
We are doing our 2025 recap. So we're gonna have some awards like Wrestler of the Year and so anyway, one of the not gonna say who I pick, but like John Cena is a consideration because say what you will, this whole year has been the John Cena year, and like it or not, that heel turn, I thought it was alright. Like I didn't think it was like yeah, it abruptly ended, which was disappointing.
Well, you had 3 years to tell it, or sorry, you had 3 months to tell a 2 years worth of story.
Mm-hmm.
And listen,
and a lot of the names weren't available. Like a lot of the big names that helped him through that.
Dig in the dirt.
Listen, for what we got, I think it was good. And I really liked the matches that we got with the Orton match was good. The CM Punk match was good. I liked the idea of the Cody match. I think the execution wasn't what I wanted, but I think the idea of it was pretty cool. And I loved the SummerSlam match. And then everything else we got after that was good, except for the Brock thing, which like I keep forgetting happened.
Yeah.
But even then, like the Brock moment, like Brock showing up at SummerSlam, like his music hit, and I like verbally, like no one else is with me. It's just me by myself in my living room, and the love of my life is in the other room because she's like, I don't want to watch your stupid, dudes in underwear making mean faces at each other.
Well, look at that prima donna.
Honestly, Nick, you should check out the XWF. Their entire tagline, their entire shtick was no more prima donnas. That was their tagline. But no, the Brock's music hits at the end of SummerSlam, and I'm like, I outwardly by myself, no one else is in the room. I'm like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like that initial moment was pretty cool, and then it sat in like the realization hits me that like, oh, cool, great, not cool, but like, fuck, Brock's back on my TV. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't really want this.
And that's the thing. It's like, I get it. Like, I understand. Like, and it's just like the separation. Like, he still is such a big draw. I'm surprised of like how, and I'm still hoping, because I think we're expecting SummerSlam is in Minnesota this year, right? So Gunther, Brock, I want to see it. I still want to see Brock, Braun Breaker, 100%. Like, let Brock put over this talent, because there's a couple, say what you will, dream matches that still can happen with these powerhouses of where Brock can put over Gunther. He can put over Braun Breaker. I'm not necessarily sure like Bronson Reed is in that, but maybe because he has the association with the Vision. But again, you can elevate a lot of other people with Brock. Well,
Braun should just steal more shoes. I honestly wish that Braun would have stole Cena's shoes.
I love the guy yelling, "Leave your jorts."
No, and my favorite thing about that was somebody used AI to
He was the tiny whiteies.
Like, listen, I am not for generative AI at all. Like that can fuck all the way off.
Yeah.
That's easily the best use of it I've ever seen. Just John leaving his jorts in there, like.
Yeah, no, agree.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Cannot complain.
Ed, it's been a blast. What is your last shot before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, so I mean, listen, if you're new here, Simone spiked the like, super kick the subscribe button. You're listening on Spotify, maybe give the show an Ula follow. I don't know, does that work for you guys? Like,
are we still on Spotify?
Great question.
It's debatable.
Because you should be. Listen, I'm just gonna say yes, and you should put yourselves back on Spotify. It's a good idea.
We're trying to, a lot of the things that we do on this show, the creative
I know.
I have on this show.
Is it video or just audio? Because I feel like this show doesn't work. You just hear us screaming.
I think you can. There is video for some shows. I don't know how that would work.
We're not Joe Rogan.
Video. I always do the video, but
listen, I'm glad you guys aren't Joe Rogan.
Did you see John Cena on Joe Rogan?
I know he was on it, but I didn't see the.
I did. I watched it.
I'm sorry.
I know. Well, I sometimes I'm a glutton for punishment. But Tony Hinchcliffe was on it.
I hate that guy now too. Like that.
I know, but I was like, I missed the Rogan of like what 2015, 2016 when he just interviewed a comedian.
Sorry, Steven's lying. It's Steven trolling everybody. You
can
tell clean after the match.
No, I agree with you. I do. If this would have been like 2011, 2012, I would agree with you.
When he was just, oh my god,
just a fucking meathead that was like, don't listen to me, and now he's a hardcore Christian that thinks that Jesus is going to come back as AI. It's good. That's great. Yeah. Listen, I was in the middle of my last shot here, and I'm just like, shitting on the most popular, second most popular podcast, whatever. Fucking the fact that we're getting the UFC on the White House lawn is the grossest shit I've ever seen.
Right? Oh god.
And I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know what's worse, that or Triple H doing his fucking entrance on the porch.
It's all gross, and I'm gonna quickly dip. We debated having a Nikki's News with Mick Foley.
Ooh.
Decided not, because I don't know the leanings. We try to be. I think it's pretty obvious which way I lean, but try to be neutral.
Hey, I try not to bring it up, but it's hard.
It's hard and gross, but
it's bad. None of it's good. The Hunger Games are coming, guys. It's good. I don't know if you saw that.
Wait, the odds be ever in your favor.
well, Ed, may the odds be in your favor.
Hey, whoa, Nick, real quick, don't try to powerbomb Billy Kidman. That's where all that was going. I'm trying to be positive here.
Fair enough. Ed,
well, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah, you gotta
do it.
I'm trying to be positive. Don't powerbomb Billy Kidman. Yeah, fine. I'll listen. I'll be positive going into 2026. Fuck Hulk Hogan for 2025. You happy now?
Yes.
Yeah, Darby Allin sucks.
What's in your head? In your head.
He
Jar
did the thing.
I know, he did the thing. Hold on. Temple does not like it.
Girl.
I don't know who lets you on the internet. He gets promoted.
You're welcome here anytime. In our little slice of this bar.
Fun bar.
Yes.
We got another one regular. Another regular ready.
We can't talk
regular ready. Ugh.
Little.
Can't say it fast.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe it's Steven.
Anybody who thinks the Hunger Games doesn't already exist hasn't been at the buffet on a cruise the moment it opened.
or in corporate America, maybe.
No, that's a rough place to be.
I
think anytime, day or night.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh well. I brought my friend the seasick manatee today. It's festive.
Let's see.
Yes, it's from the Grinch song.
Yes.
Only it's his cousin. That was the seasick crocodile. This is the seasick manatee.
You know, Nick's wearing his Grinch shirt.
Yeah, we're very festive. I hook up the lights in the show.
Yes. Between the choice of the two of you, I'd take. Anyway.
The seasick crocodile.
Do 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 do.
You like the Misfits version of that song?
The Misfits version?
Yeah, the Brian the Misfits do a version of that song.
Like Jersey's own Misfits? I haven't heard that.
They do.
I'll have to look that up. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere because everything's on YouTube.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Steve, what are you thinking, buddy?
So let's see where to begin today. Oh my. So I guess we need to keep talking about Mr. Cena for a little while. So, I mean, you already went through his excuse on why he was smiling during the final sleeper hold. And does anybody believe that for a minute?
I think so.
Do you think he's being like facetious? That word that's not coming out of my brain, or
No, I think he's being a company man there because he's still signed with the company, just not as an active wrestler anymore. So he's still got some water to tote, and I think there is going to be an eventual storyline reason he was doing that. I mean, let's refer back to not long after, I forget exactly when he made that post, but it was of Obi-Wan Kenobi smiling right before he was killed by Big Vader. So
that's the analogy he made on Cody's podcast. And after the podcast went live, he posted a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. See, I didn't hear him make that analogy. I heard him make the analogy of being at peace with things ending. That's the clip I saw. So if he said that about Obi-Wan, I missed it.
Yes,
But,
so I think about like 15 minutes left of the podcast because Nick kicked me out of the living room. But I have like 15 minutes left. But he said that I think Cody was trying to make a Harry Potter version because he was like, you welcome death smiling, and that's like a Deathly Hallows. I don't want to go down Harry Potter lore with all y'all, but it was like the Deathly Hallows and all that, and he greeted death with a smile like a friend. So I think Cody was trying to make that distinction, and then John was like, no, I was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I still don't buy the explanation. I think there's going to be a storyline reason for it that Cena came up with somewhere along the line, and it's not going to be revealed until like maybe closer to Mania, or maybe we get further along in this Gunther storyline, character change. And I'm trying to think of the other thing that I heard him on one of the shows that I didn't really buy either.
So do you think
And
Triple H made him do all this? Are you on that Austin theory conspiracy?
On that who say that again?
People are saying that Triple H made him tap out, and Triple H made him not win this.
Well, I mean, obviously Hunter had to sign off on it, but I think it was I like I said last week, I think they gave Cena a lot of carte blanche. Thanks to his 20 plus years of service with the company and all he's done for them, and all the mostly good vibes that he's brought to the company's way through Make-A-Wish and whatnot. Certainly not through some of the movies he's made, but that's another story. No, I don't think Hunter made him do it. No, that wasn't what I was trying to think of, though. All right, he talked about The Rock and Travis Scott skedaddling out of there long ahead of time, and that the storyline was okay. That I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Rock got distracted. Travis got bored and decided he didn't want to do it after after Mania. After he gave Cody tinnitus.
Yeah.
But I remember. I don't think this was in one of the shows he just did. I think this was in an earlier show, maybe a couple of weeks ago, maybe a little longer. Something about he originally wanted to do 200 dates or 100 dates, some like much longer number than what we actually got.
I'm pretty sure this is when he said that on the Joe Rogan podcast that he wanted to do more dates, and they said they. I don't know if they is WWE. I don't know if they is his people or like James Gunn. Like he wanted to do more, and they said no. So it could.
Yeah, that's what I had heard. He wanted to do a lot more dates, and they said no. And I, for some reason, don't believe that either. I mean, because Cena's a fairly big mainstream guy now. He'd bring a lot of extra eyeballs of the muggles to the product being out there now. I think it's more. I have a feeling it was more of a case of, to quote Henry Hill from Goodfellas, "Fuck you, pay me."
My favorite quote from that movie.
Yeah. Fuck you, pay me.
Fuck you, pay me. How many times?
You're gonna take me
for a long time.
Yeah. You want me to do all these dates? It means I'm not going to be able to film Peacemaker or any of these other movies. I'm contracted to do, Suicide Squad, whatever.
Yeah.
Meaning you're basically going to be putting me on the road on weekly TV full time for the better part of 2 years. Yeah, you're going to pay me.
I think it could have been 200 is way too much, and I also think what we got was too little.
150.
I think there could have been. I would.
150.
But I think at the time they were still doing a good amount. At the time they were talking about this, they were still doing a good amount of house shows. Obviously, they've pared way back now.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk.
They were talking it over that 200. Or even if it was 150 or 120, I don't think that was really out of the realm of possibility, because he would be doing a bunch of house show appearances.
Yeah,
it's true.
But that's what I think that ended up being. So it's sort of like, all this information that comes out. What do you believe? What do you want to believe? What do you not want to believe? I don't know. I've made my stances, and we'll see what comes out in the laundry in the long run here.
For sure.
Yeah.
Jorts, dirty
jorts in the laundry.
Yeah, dirty jorts with AI clean. No way that white underwear is that clean after however long that match was. 15 minutes? No, not a chance.
Exactly.
Not a chance. It's at least sweaty.
Right? Exactly. Steve, what else you got besides sweaty underwear?
Oh, how great was that Gunther segment?
Girl.
He came out to the ring. I knew they were going to open with him because otherwise all night you would have had them chanting shit about him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he came out. He did exactly what he needed to do. He knew the assignment. He was smiling like the bonus check just hit his account for his trouble. He was clearly having fun with it, and he didn't overstay his welcome. At least as far as I'm concerned, he didn't overstay his welcome.
Agreed.
I don't really have a problem with opening the show with a half an hour promo as long as it can be justified that the thing be half an hour long, you know. And I've seen occasions where it has, and you know, more often than not, it's not. This short, to the point, get in there, get your booze, you know, get back out there, drive away in the car. Yeah, he had his overcoat like he knew he was leaving.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah, he was ready to go.
He's ready to go.
The only thing that makes me nervous, and this isn't just specific to what Gunther did that night, was I get nervous when anybody stands on the announcers' desks because, you know, they've never, maybe they're a little better now, but they've never seen like the most sturdy pieces of furniture. And you've got these two, you know, 300 and above. I know he's not that heavy anymore. Pound men. And then when you get, you know, more than one of them and they're doing a move. So, and this being on live TV, I'm always afraid that it's going to collapse and it's going to take all the wind out of the bit. And now, fortunately, that didn't happen.
Could you imagine he's mid-pro with a guy made John Cena tap out like a bit, and then just like mid like a, and just completely.
Yeah, but if the table crumbles, but he's still like he surfboards a little bit, and he still stands, he can be like, I crushed John Cena like I crushed this table.
Yeah, if he was that.
He can.
He would find a way to improvise, I'm sure. Yeah. But yeah, what a great promo that was. It's just the perfect length. I love that bit he did when he was sitting in the car talking to AJ. Yeah, that little wave.
Did you send that to us or to Joho?
That wasn't me. Joho seemed kind of upset at this segment. I don't know why.
Joe.
They're not going to defend themselves, but I feel like they're very anti-Gunther, but we are very much.
Someone, Joho or Lisa.
I think it was Joho.
You tuned into me after Monday night.
I love that. I wish you had that in your. Because you're like, oh, I did a promo package for Gunther. And I was like, did you include the wave? And you're like, no. And I was like, oh.
But that whole thing just set him up to be like, he is in the stratosphere of the top heel now. And, you know, hopefully they don't waste this opportunity like they did. Because he got the same level of heat, as far as I recall, that New Day got the first Raw after they turned on Big E.
Yeah.
And they got that heat for a little while after, and then, well, it didn't go anywhere because they didn't really have them do anything. I don't think they're going to make that mistake with Gunther. And that's
it's like Roman Reigns, like the new is my same.
Except Roman looked like I remember that bit. Roman looked like he wanted to be anywhere else, and he was expecting any other kind of reaction. Gunther, in the meantime, was just eating it up and having the time of his life, it looked like. And God bless him.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Steve, before we let you get out of here, what is your last shot before SmackDown? My last shot.
So let's talk about Jay. I don't remember if I mentioned this last week or not. So if this is a repeat, I forget. Maybe I was planning to talk about it. I heard a comparison of Jay by, I think it was Cornette, called him the current day Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. Like, he's all intro, he's all charisma, Nobody's really paying to see him wrestle. Nobody's, there was no real character development with Boogie Woogie Man back in the day. He just came out, he did his shtick. He mostly lost to, Jobber to the Stars, but he did get some wins against top opponents on occasion, especially in the Paul Jones feud. But Cornette said that this is what Jay is like nowadays, except Jay got to run with a belt for a little while, with a singles belt for a little while. And yeah, I mean, is that it? Is Jay just like all entrance and all charisma? I think he kind of nailed it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of wrestlers that are like that. Like, it's not, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just some people separates the great.
Right, but the difference is, like, Jay is being promoted like at or very close to the top of the card.
Yeah.
Jimmy Valiant was like, probably closer to the he was middle, but he was probably closer to the bottom than the top. I mean, he was a popular name and a draw, but I mean, nobody was going to take him seriously for victories. And with this, heel turn that's eventually going to come, I'm not going to wait up, but we know it's coming at some point. Maybe on the Netflix anniversary, who knows? But I mean, something's got to change there.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Fair point. Steven? Well done, as always. Steve, you know what you want to say about the manatees.
The manatees are never wrong, especially when they're telling you all to have a happy holiday.
Oh, Stan!
Love it.
Bloop.
Stan! All right, another fun one. Steven, wrapping us up with the last call at the bar here tonight. As we were going a little overtime as SmackDown has started. So, ladies and gentlemen, before you get out of here, make sure you smash the old like, subscribe if you haven't already. New regular at the bar, hopefully. Temple, welcome back. Whenever you want to come in. Yeah, welcome in, and you're welcome back. Any friend of Reese's friend of the show. So, Nikki, since it's the holiday season, we're going to let Roddy Piper take us out and let us know what Christmas is all about.
In the morning, you kids, when you got up and you saw them gifts down there, it was given to you by someone that loves you a whole lot, that spend a whole lot of time outside and buying gifts and getting them in reindeers and little else, whatever you want to think. Somebody that loved you a whole lot put them gifts under that tree, not some idiot that...
Yes, somebody special put those gifts under the tree, not some idiot. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not have to go home.
But you can't stay here.